We've been on a good run, haven't we? Obviously, we've won, I think, sort of five of the last six or whatever it is. So it was just all about keeping that momentum now, and I think it just sort of gives us that belief that we can obviously push towards the back end of the season now and maybe climb an extra place and maybe even beyond. But we're just taking games 1 week at a time at the moment, and obviously coming on to Whitehaven this week, it should be another tough game for us.
Tom and Ben, a big thank you for joining us. And there's only one place we can start this interview. Let's talk about the Featherstone Rovers match last weekend. I'll come to you first, Tom, on this one. What was it like to be a part of such a thrilling encounter?
Yeah, it was a big game for us. We've took them a couple of times over the last 2 years. We've took them right to the end. So we knew we could go toe to toe with them and give them a game. So we was always in front in the game as well, so it was just getting over the line in the end. Yeah, felt brilliant at the end. And Ben,
what's it like being part of a game like that? Because it's like, you know, it's edge of your seat stuff as a supporter, but I'm imagining as a player, it's a lot more nerve-wracking than that. I mean, what was it like last weekend?
Yeah, no, it was good. Like I say, we always sort of felt like we were in control. I don't think there was, obviously we know Featherstone can score points sort of willy-nilly anyway, but like I say, we felt in control pretty much all the game, and like I say, we just pushed on at the end and managed to obviously get that late try and just give us a little bit of breathing space as well, which worked quite well, and then just seeing the game out. So yeah, it was a good win.
And let's talk about James Meadows' try as well, Tom, because I had to watch it about 15 times to work out if he'd actually scored, and then Batley's close-up video. So cunning.
Well, I was stood 2 meters away from him and I ran back as well. So his first try of the season, it's been coming. He's only dummied 2,000 times to try and score. So yeah, it would come at a good moment for us.
You weren't alone, Tom. Everyone basically was going back. Weren't they ready for the next move? But there you go. Ben, what does this win do for the morale at Batley? Because it was already high to begin with, but it must be astronomical now, the mood in the dressing room.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on a good run, haven't we? Obviously, we've won, I think, sort of five of the last six or whatever it is. So it was just all about keeping that momentum now, and I think it just sort of gives us that belief that we can obviously push towards the back end of the season now and maybe climb an extra place and maybe even beyond. But we're just taking games 1 week at a time at the moment, and obviously coming on to Whitehaven this week, it should be another tough game for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tom, obviously, you know, Batley did this last year, not to jinx it for you, but you know, it's as the weeks progress, you know, Batley's still involved in the playoff race, but it's taking each game as it comes. Really, not getting carried away, because you could quite easily go from, you know, this high at Fev to, you know, defeat at Whitehaven if you're not careful. So, I mean, how important is it to keep your eye on the next game rather than get too carried away?
Yeah, we need to be consistent. I think that's what people said at the end of last season and the start of this season. Can we do it again? But the team stayed together and we've got some decent players. So I think as long as we stay fit and keep working hard, there's no reason why we won't be in the same situation at the end of the season, hopefully fighting in a semi-final like last year.
And Ben, not to give too much away about the game plan against Whitehaven, but you're both there training tonight. I mean, what's your thoughts on this challenge this weekend?
Yeah, no, they're a tough team to beat, and they're very gritty. They work hard for each other. So yeah, they'll come down fighting, and obviously we've beat them earlier in the year, so they'll be wanting to get one back over on us. So should be an interesting game. It'll be a close game because they've got a big set in middle. So sort of go toe to toe with ours and see how we get on. Really.
Tom? Can you take another, you know, close game like that, or do you just want a nice, easy game this weekend, as unlikely as that is potentially against Whitehaven? Just a nice, normal game, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game because they've got some good players. So hopefully the game's done early and we can take our foot off it. But I highly doubt that's going to happen.
And enjoying your partnership with Tom, Ben, in the house?
Yeah, he's all right, I suppose. I mean, I think we probably complement each other a little bit. Obviously, two different aspects of the game. Gilly's obviously more of sort of your old school scrum half, which you don't tend to get many of them anymore. And obviously I'm a bit more of a runner out of the two of us, so I think we go quite well. But yeah, he doesn't show up on the pitch just like in the car journeys on the way to training. So we have a lot of time together on and off the pitch. So I think that helps as well, really. But yeah, it's not a bad look either, I suppose.
And Ben, just a message to the Batley crowd as well. Good contingent there at Fev last weekend. Hoping for a decent home crowd this weekend, I'm imagining.
Yeah, we're hoping so. Like you said, the results sort of speak for themselves, and then we put the product on the pitch, and then obviously that hopefully draws the fans in, really. So they were vocal last week, so we're hoping for a bit more of the same this week.
And Tom, enjoying this season? So end the interview with a nice, easy question for you. Enjoying it?
Yeah, since I've come at Batley, I've enjoyed every minute of it. I think you speak to anyone who's been at Batley over the years, and it's a brilliant club and run by brilliant people, and it's just nice that we've got a good team and we're all playing well. Some really good players here, and yeah, just a good club all round, and long may it continue.